Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, smarks and marks all over the world.
Grab a seat or take it easy on your feet as we set up our gear. Lend us your ear.
Because your boys, King Mac, MILLI, and Classick are about to put on some podcast action.
So get psyched and turn to the smart side.
Because Smart Psychology Podcast starts now.
Hey.
Yo.
Hey.
Hey, check this out, you little weakling, you know what I'm saying? You little weakling duck. Go ahead and get your weight up, get your weight up.
Get it up, though.
Smart Psychology, Season 3, Episode 1, Deuce 122. Get your weight up. The O'Shea Edwards, the Big Bad Kaiju interview. Oh, it's going down. We got some family in the house, you know what I'm saying? It's been a while since we got the powwow and chit chat with him. And the first time we got the powwow and chit chat with him, it wasn't really all about him. So today it's going to be all about him. Y'all already know what it is. But in case you don't, shout out to all of y'all on the audio side, on Spotify, on Anchor, on Apple, on Amazon Music, on iHeartRadio. Yes, indeed. We thank y'all wherever you might be listening to us. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be in this universe, because you could be right here on the West Coast with us, your smart bros, you know what I'm saying, or you could be on the East Coast like our guest for the episode, you know what I'm saying. You could be down south, you could be somewhere up north, somewhere in between Midwest, or in a whole other country. We thank y'all for listening. But while you're listening, you need to come on over and get these visuals, because we are live on Facebook. We are live on Twitter, and everybody everywhere. Make sure you pour on in, because we are live on YouTube. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification button, you know what I'm saying, so you know what's going down. It's BOMAYE week, people. BOMAYE week. We all should be here. When y'all get here, when y'all get here, make sure you be like Dolores. Shout outs to the Workhorse Wrestling Network, you know what I'm saying. Jump up in the Smart Club, which is that live comment section. If you got a question for our guest, go ahead and drop it, and we're going to go ahead and ask that for you. You freaking deal me, you know what I'm saying. But otherwise, join the Smart side, because you know you just love to roll with the value that allows you the opportunity to roll with me. You see the money, you see the crown. Soon enough, you'll see the ring. By way of Montez Ford, it is the man right here. The CEO, the creator, the founder of this here show. The value of opportunity.
I like that.
MILLI. Yeah, but I ain't here by myself, you know. I'm here with my guy on the other side. The money can't be the money without the smoke. You know what I'm saying? There can't be opportunity without a champion. You know what I'm saying? And he is here with me, and he goes by.
I go by the boy, the man, your friend, everybody's friend, the CSO of this whole Smart Psychology podcast, Mr. Smarky Smart himself, as my brother mentioned, the Smart Predictions champion. And I like that, man, the value of opportunity, because even though I am the opportunity, you know, you always need that value. You feel me? And I thank you for that. But I am the opportunity, and also I am the champ. For now, you never know how long I'm going to have this, but forever long, I'm loving this, because the red cups is up, the smoke is up, and it's the J to the K to the LASSICK. That's right, your boy J Classic, the Smart Predicting Champion. Did I mention I'm a champ? Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Red cups up, smokes up. We about to get into some talking action, but yeah, let's go ahead and get that pop going.
Yeah.
Thank you
The pop is real. We are revealed. Aha, red cups up to you. Red cups up to you. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling today, man? How you feeling? You good? You gravy?
Man, hey, yo, I said, man, this is BOMAYE week, man. I'm feeling good, bro. You see, I got my weight up. got your weight up. We
man, this thing chunky on my hand. You know what I'm saying?
I'm feeling heavy. I'm feeling heavy on my shoulder.
I love the placement. Get a load out.
Yeah. But your fingers heavy, my shoulders heavy. You feel me? We got some heavy weights going on around here. You feel me? So might as well we might add some more to the show, shouldn't we?
Add some more heavy, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, you just don't know. By way of Mount Vernon, New York, USA, standing at about 6'3", maybe somewhere around 280 pounds. We're gonna find out for sure. Forever STP, but now BOMAYE Fight Club member, new roster, Major League Wrestling MLW. Without further ado, it's the Big Bad Kaiju. Okay, motherfucking Ellis.
What's going on?
What's happening, bro? What's happening? How you feeling?
Man, I'm tired, man. It's been an exhausting past 3 weeks, man. But it doesn't stop. I just kind of take for a minute, get my rest, get my recovery on. Got my food over here. Got
a big ass bowl.
15 cup of water here. Go them at once here. I'm go upstairs, take a shower. Got my massage gun ready to go.
Your massage gun,
man. Listen. This is a lot to move around.
So is 280 accurate or where are we at right now?
It's close enough.
Close enough.
I just got off the scale today and I was 276.
Okay.
Round up. Yeah, sure. I'll take the 4. Whatever.
By the time you're done with that big ass bowl of food, you'll hit that 4.
If I do this right, I'm probably going to lose calories just by eating all this. So.
What's in the bowl? What does a kaiju eat?
Man, a lot of rice, a lot of chicken, turkey. This is I ain't getting paid for it, but I don't care. Original Japanese barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
But I put this shit on everything. It's so, and they gave me like a 3-bottle pack, and that's the first bottle. I'm like, yo, this is the first one. Yo, I can't wait to taste the other ones.
Different flavors is coming.
Yeah, they have like 3 different flavors, like a spicy one, and then have another one. But I'm just like, yo, it's right up my ass. Oh, this is my thing. So if something don't taste like I want it to, I just kind of pop, stir it up, like
sauce it up.
Yeah, we're here.
Hold on, baby. Let me put some sauce on it. I'm gonna get you right.
That's exactly how it goes.
Man, we thank you. Yeah, for real. We thank you. We know your schedule is busy and getting even busier with the new things that's coming about in your career. 7 years of pro, right? 7 going on 8.
Actually 8 going on 9.
8 going on 9. 8 years of pro, man, and it's so much that you've done and so much more that you're going to do. But like I said, you already know how it is. We thank you for being here with us because you could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with your Smart Bros, part of the Smart. As a matter of fact, welcome to the Smart side. Red cups up to you, O'Shea. Yeah. Well, I'll take blue because I'm still blue that I lost my championship.
Hey, also, the world that's behind the championship behind it is blue too. Yeah. So it's cool. I got blue. Yay, we all got blue.
But there's value and opportunity. So, but like I was saying, we got to know you a little bit better on our old handle and things of that nature, but this is your first time on the Smart side, so we thank you for being here. We were pushing a feud for STP and Takeover, but now the focus is solely on you. There will be no interruptions from a bougie person, but I may have a question about a bougie person later. But yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna hot tag in KLASSICK, the champ, and let him start off this round of questiones. Go ahead and hit the Kaiju with what you got.
Most definitely, man. Well, man, as you see, we already titled this "Get Your Weight Up." So I think the first question should be apparent, man. Like, what is a true heavyweight to the Big Kaiju?
Later answer. It's as much as it it's about like just weight, whatever. It's also about just more of like just how we work, like let everybody else fly, and that's cool. But around here, like we ain't wrestling, we ain't flying, we fighting over here. You know what I'm saying? It's how we going to get down. It's kind of it's kind of a nod back to like them old school days. Like, no, man, you got some beef? Cool, let's come handle this thing. Let's do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we just kind of do it inside of a wrestling ring. So that usually attracts a certain type of wrestler. Usually it's going to be your bigger wrestlers, cats over 250, cats benching, big weight, cats moving big weight. It's something to me where it's just like, this isn't a knock on any other genre of wrestling ever. I enjoy it. I welcome all types of wrestling, but just I welcome those type of wrestling, and I respect those type of wrestling. You gonna respect mine. And big boy fight. We big boy wrestle over here.
Big boy wrestling.
What started? So in that, what started the whole death to fake heavyweights? Because when I saw, like, oh, that's because like you have people that, like you said, that would probably act like, okay, yeah, I'm in this caliber. It's like, nah, you're not there yet. So what started in your mind to seeing that? Like, yeah, I gotta.
What started it, and what is a fake heavyweight?
Whoa.
I don't want to put boundaries on fake. I tell you what, them when you see them. Like there is no like it's this is like no man. When you see them. Cats who look 300. Oh no, cats who are 300, but they don't act 300. Cats who who are 300 and think they ain't 300. It's like, no, you know who you are. You're like, what you're doing. It's like,
accept that weight.
Yeah, you accept that. Yeah, just accept who you are. Accept who you are. But like I said, man, there is no like this is who's like, nah, when you see him. And here's the thing. As soon as I said it, both of y'all knew exactly who I was talking about. It's two different people.
Yeah.
Those are the guys. You know what I'm saying?
Ouch.
So he a fake heavyweight. He's like, what you mean by that? He's like, you picture that dude in your head. You see him? Yeah, like, we talking about two different people.
Yeah, definitely two. Yeah. And we might touch on one for sure a little bit later on in the show. It just depends. I mean, you're just gonna have to keep your antennas up and know what we're talking about in order to get around there, see what's going on. But oh man, talking about fake heavyweights and things of that nature, people would be confused at where you got your training from, because you didn't get your training from a heavyweight, which is why you around here moving like you're not a heavyweight in certain aspects, but you definitely are, but just with all the athleticism and things that you got that go along with that package, it's a special type of heavyweight. But I was shocked to find out and learn that Robert Gibson, Rock and Roll Express, that's where we're getting the training from. Like,
he was training number two.
Number two, Johnny Swinger. Is that another?
Johnny
number
Swinger.
One?
Yeah. It goes Johnny Swinger, Robert Gibson, ROH Dojo. Just like that.
That's a trifecta right there.
Yeah. Literally high school, college, graduate school.
So let's start off with Johnny Swinger. How'd that come about?
So at the time, like I said, without telling, without giving my way too much, like I got started the game late. I got started the game at like 30. Well, let me rephrase that. I debuted at 30. So like I'm a little, according to some people, I'm a little late in the game, but to me it was a perfect time because I'm old enough to know what I can't do, which means I focus on what I know I can do. And because of, like, I can respect what I do because I know I can do it. But I didn't want to like blow like $3,000 to go to school and then like not like it. And like not in it, but it wasn't my path. That's not how I want to get down. So I kind of, looked. Actually, I think one time I decided to become a wrestler, like the power plant long gone in Atlanta. So it was like there was only a handful of schools, and then even still, I wasn't really sure how it was going to work. So I found Johnny Swinger doing it. He was just doing a drop it, right? Just hey man, you want to learn how to roll around? Yeah, I teach them to know. You know, did my due diligence. I looked them up, and I was like, oh shit, like dude's been around, like some dope stuff. And it was like $20 a night. He did it 2 nights a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, man, at 6 o'clock. I'll never forget it. And I remember just getting there, just being like, I don't know what the fuck I'm about to get myself into, but here we go. And just falling into it like a duck in water. I've always been athletic and all that good stuff. Athletic background, all that good stuff. But I remember I ran the ropes like a few times. Johnny was like, hey, have you ever wrestled? And I was like, high school. He goes, we ever? But I was like, I wasn't that, I only did it for a year. Mainly it was football. He was like, you ever boxed? Like, no, never really boxed before. Like, I've got to some fights, but I've never really boxed before. And he was like, man, you have a natural knack of where your feet are. And I'm like, well, I played offensive line in high school. I played offensive line in college. So, like, I was already a big dude. I just knew how to, like, one, wield it very, very well. And two, I knew how to move with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you weren't going to see, like, some backflips, but I'm like, you need me to get to point A, point B in a very efficient manner and very quickly. I can get there, like, very quickly and very violently. And it's one of the things where it's like I just kind of took to wrestling because to me, it was a seamless transition from, like, playing football to being a wrestler. To me, it was seamless. I did some shows with them, and then I kind of came inside of the circle of, like, some of Robert Gibson's students, and we kind of started talking. He was like, yeah, you need to come over and come take a look. But like I said, I'm like a year in, like a little less than that, a lot less than that. I'm just getting started. And I was like, I knew respect was a big thing. Up until that point, man, I didn't know the Indies was what it was. I just didn't. I wasn't attached to that world. All I knew was just, like, ECW, WCW, Impact, and, like, WWE. And with a little bit of Ring of Honor here and there because it came called awful times in the morning. But then I kind of found out the Georgia indie scene, and I, like I said, get in contact with Robert Gibson's kids, and I understood just respect, and so he's like, hey, come train with us. But the first thing I did was like, Johnny, I got an invitation to, like, go train with Robert Gibson. Is that cool? And Johnny immediately goes, go do that. Go do that. He goes, please go do that. He was like, I'll give you all the building blocks you need to wrestle, but Robert will fill in the cracks. He's going to fill the gaps so good. And that's what he did, man. Like, that was like 2015, maybe, like 20, something like that. I remember later that year, actually, that's when I went out for my first Ring of Honor tryout. Went for my first tryout, and they told me not yet. And I remember coming back to Robert's place, and I killed it. I'm like, I'm about to wreck. I'm ready to shot. I came in, I had to work for 3 years. I got down. I just ground out.
Wow.
Man, that's and then the ROH dojo. You want to touch on that just a little bit?
Yeah.
Because you say and why did you put it in the frame of, you know what I'm saying, the stages of, you know what I'm saying, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3? Like what was the differences?
Well, I'm going back to football because it's what I know. Like when you play rec ball, whatever, like just like a few plays. That's it. That's all you got to remember. A few plays. You get to high school, playbook gets a little bit deeper. You've been playing for a little bit, so I shouldn't have to teach you all the plays. I can call 42 toss, and you know exactly what's going on. That's the simple play. Then you get to college. In college, that play call gets real big. You got protections. You got this, that, and the other, da. And then you got the pros. And the pros is exactly what it is. I call it the stages because to me that's when I had, like, I found out, man, like, the speed of the game changes. The higher you go within wrestling, man, the game speed changes. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why not everybody can play in college. There's a reason why everybody can't play in the pros. Some of us just ain't got that. You just can't keep up. It's not saying you ain't good. It's just like you're not gonna be at, like, that level. For me though, it was never just like I had to find out the hard way. I just reinvented myself and I started over. So, like, I work with Johnny and he gives me the building blocks. I go to Robert, he fills in the cracks and really starts shaping me in terms of, like, the overall idea of who I'm becoming as a wrestler. Then within 3 years, I go to the dojo and they fine tune everything. They polish that thing into a mirror shine. because you're about to be on TV, and the last thing them boys are about to do is have you go out there and embarrass them.
Looking
That's my
crazy.
name on there. Yeah.
You know, your name ain't gonna happen. So like they're gonna make sure, man, that the screws are tight. They're gonna make sure that you are polished, like you are showroom ready. Because at the time, man, look who's coming out of Ring of Honor. Look who's coming out of there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Some heavyweights.
Within a year, all the top talent, bang, are mainstays.
Yeah.
You couldn't see that ROH wasn't legit. You couldn't. And that's where I want to be. And I was gonna make sure that, man, that dojo, man, felt like yo, combine. Like that place is designed to like grind you out. I want to see if you got it in you to stick it out. Like it was a testament if you came from the dojo, because them boys didn't play. Like there's a lot of people who came through and they didn't come out no more. And you hate it because you love them. You hate it for them, but you was like, hey man, like, sorry about your damn luck, man, but it had to be go nowhere. So I did my first tryout with them in 2016, got a not yet. And so like 2016, 17, 18, man, like I said, 3.5 years, I was on a grind, which means like I was doing some of the most dumbest loops known to man. I would do a Thursday show in Atlanta. I'd drive to Alabama, do a show there Friday. I'd drive to Jackson Saturday, do a show. Then I'd drive to Nashville on Sunday, do a show. And that same night, because Nashville is 4 hours from Atlanta, drive home, get home about maybe, if I'm lucky, about like 12 o'clock, go to sleep for maybe a few hours, wake up and be in my office Monday by 7. Grinding for 3 years. That was the majority of my losers. Because I wanted to wrestle everybody, and the only way I was going to get better is if I get myself out there and I just get it. And so 2018, man, they threw another one, and they created a little bit. Sinclair break them off some more money, so they came off. Got a bigger building, so now it's coming off like PC level. To me, it was the outside of the PC, it was the next best thing. They put on another one, but now, I go in 2016. There's maybe like 20, 25 guys. Now there's like 50 guys. So now it's double, and it's 2 days. It's 2 days of this. And I remember standing there, looking in the room, and like full of people who would end up getting on Ring of Honor, and just looking around like, nah, y'all don't get it. This ain't no seminar for me. This is a damn job interview. I ain't leaving without a job. I'm leaving with a job. They split you in 2 groups. First, 1 half, and then you did ring work the second half, and then they put the best. They kind of put talent together, whatever, and you run matches. So, and then the second day they did it again. Change up a little bit, whatever. But then they basically put on a Future Honor show in the dojo, and I got lucky. I got a chance to be the main event the first night, and then I got a Future Honor match the second night. So, bet, cool. And before I left, it was like, yo, what we gotta do to get you up here in Baltimore? So
I just want to correct that real quick. You didn't get lucky. That was hard work. You got
that was earned.
You got what you planted.
But there had to be a little bit of luck in there. Control, and I needed the ball to bounce right. Had to bounce right. Had to bounce in my direction for it to work. At the time I was married, at first, man, she wasn't down. She wasn't. And in my head, I was like, hey, get your mind right. If you don't want to go, hey, man, you ain't going to go. That's just your woman. You can't do that.
Yeah.
About a week later, she came up to me. She goes, hey, I know how much this means to you. I know how much work you're putting in. She was like, here are my concerns. If we can address these concerns, let's do it. Cool. And I spent like the next few weeks and months getting everything together. And then I addressed every single one of her concerns. And I mean, this is around the time I was doing my first WrestleMania shows. It was in Jersey, so like a White Eagle Hall. So we're not White Eagle Hall, but I can't remember the place in Jersey City. But everybody was over there. So it's my first time to do like a WrestleMania week like show. Right. And I leave early, I had to leave early, go back to Atlanta, pick up my wife, so we can drive to Atlanta to Annapolis, so we can start looking at houses. Like I literally got off the plane, got in the car, and then drove right back up north. so she can be with me. Sold my house in like 4 days and bounced. Packed everything up in a U-Haul and me. And then like had three of the best years wrestling wise, just being in the dojo, getting a chance to be backstage, having my brain blown out the back of my head, just level of production that went into stuff like that, and just the studio quality that like just goes in the Ring of Honor. I'm like, yo, this just goes on here. I can only imagine what level of like WWE is massive, you know. But to get a chance to be in Gorilla and sit down and listen, which is a humongous thing for me. Like you could let me sit and really listen and watch people put a show together. Great, because to me, knowing how to wrestle is cool, but now I want to be able to put on wrestling that calls to it. I want to learn every single job so that like y'all need something, you can't say I can't.
Right. Do you think that that's a lot? That's a good bit of that in the wrestling business today. There's some people that's like, okay, I just want to do the wrestling part, but it's like, you know, like when it's coming to like really learning every bit, you know, do you think they still have that drive a lot, or you know?
Oh, without a doubt. I'm forever a student. I forever want to learn, especially when it comes to people who have been farther and have accomplished more than me. I always want to learn because you got there for a reason. You know, you're held in that high regard for a reason. And it's not me trying to ride coattails. It's like, I just want to learn from you so that I can apply it to what I'm doing and maybe I can be great too. You know, so while I would never, you know, even like regardless of what anybody has to say to me, there's always some sort of like, if you're self-aware enough, there's always something in there for you, even if it's negative. So I had people tell me that I sucked. And it's not so much I get mad, like, oh man, I can't believe. I'm like, okay, cool. Can you break that down for me? What about what I did that you didn't like, or what is that I did that you didn't so much agree with, or could have been better? Just tell me I suck. Don't help me. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me how can I get better in your eyes so I can be a more complete wrestler? Because you may see something that I don't, because I'm too, you know, I say I can't see the forest from the trees. But you have a point I've never seen before. Tell me, give me your unbiased opinion about what's going on. Like, I'm not here for feelings. I don't do that feeling stuff. Like, I'm here to get better. And the only way I got to get better is I have to hear some uncomfortable truths about myself. And I'm very aware enough to understand that what my man's about to say to me right now ain't personal, even though sometimes I might want to take it personal. It's the business, and business is designed to make money. And it's like, hey, do you want to be the best wrestler you can make as much money as possible? Yes, I do. Cool. Shut the hell up. Listen to what I got to say.
Yeah.
God. Yeah. And I would sit there, shut the hell up, and I'd listen.
Yeah.
Was
it tough to shut the hell up and listen?
No.
No?
No, because they are where they're at is where I want to be.
Okay.
So they're doing something on a better level than I am, so why wouldn't I listen to them?
Okay. I mean, because, you know, you and I ain't gonna name no names because, you know, I don't know them personally like that, you know what I'm saying? But just in the spectrum, there are those that just think they know every fucking thing. And it's just like, it's nothing you can tell me. I know what I do.
Yeah, and here's the thing, and that's them, that's their journey, that's their race, man. We're all trying to get to the same finish line, but everybody's race is gonna be. They're gonna do the things they want to do because that's how they know how to do it, and that's cool, man. Good, man. Many blessings to you. I hope you have the best day to call them all out. But for me, my race is different. You ain't next to me. My, you know, what shit don't make me. So why am I concerned with it? I don't. As long as you don't mess with me, hey, brother, we're perfectly fine. I'm not gonna do nothing. You should be doing anything to hinder me. We can all make this money together. It doesn't have to be as cutthroat. It's only as cutthroat if you make it cutthroat. It's only like no and then not reality. Not silly.
Got you. So we got a few monikers. Just two. If there are more, please feel free to correct me because I'm always open to learn. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start with the first one that I had no clue about until I found out about it. Silver Tongue.
Yeah,
Silver Tongue.
Silver Tongue Devil. Yeah. One of the first shows, they needed like a program. Man, first show I had to do, man. Buddy, let me tell you. But they kind of messed around and gave me a microphone for the first time. Gave me like, hey man, they said, yeah, O'Shea can talk. And it's like, all right, cool. And I was like, what do you want to say? He's like, no, just kind of do some crowd work. Cool. I'm a nerd. So like I used to do what's called e-fetting back in the day. And so e-fetting was where basically you had to write promos against other people and somebody else judged them and see how well they went off. I've been writing promos since God knows whoever. So I have a catalog of this bullshit I can say at the drop of a hat because I've been writing for the past like almost 25, 30 years. I've been writing.
Hmm.
And I'm not just like blurbs, like pages upon pages and pages is nonsense. I got books in my house now full of nonsense. All I gotta do is just pull something out. If I need to quip, I got one ready. I've been writing. And so they gave me a live mic and he kind of just let me go with it. And the support was like, man, you a real silver tongued devil on that microphone. And I was like, y'all like that. And I got put on the shirt. For a little while, man, it got over pretty well. It's everybody wouldn't trust the microphone for a while. So I'm like, well, it's kind of hard to be a silver tongued devil if nobody else talk.
Oh man. I was about to say, did you try to fully like put it into like a full on gimmick, or was it just like, yeah?
It was just one of them things. Like I tried to, but I guess for my side, it didn't work. Like it was like, how was like, and now that I look at it, it's like, yeah, I wouldn't want me to talk either.
It's like,
Well,
I mean, if you got it, you know what I'm saying, and I mean, hey, that's a hell of a name, you know what I'm saying, the Silver Tongue Devil, you know what I'm saying,
bruh,
so you got to be able to slice up. Got to be. As a matter of fact, we're gonna test this out right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a champion over here, and if you were to have challenge for this championship, how would a Silver Tongue promo go for Mr. Classic here?
Why would you do this to me? But okay, that's cool.
You're the champ. If I was the champ, I would have did it to me. Crazy how that works out.
Man, wait, put me on the spot, brother. What we doing?
You got a book. You said you had books. You know like you told me before we come on, go off air. Before we came on, it's just like you can't put it out there and then not expect nothing to come back from it.
Looks, man, but I'm not a puppet. You just manipulate your strings and I dance anyway.
What you think this is? Dave Chappelle? He ain't got no promos in the fish bowl just to finish him.
Pull up my hat, like your feet stink. You know what I'm saying?
Title belt. Okay, I know what I'm saying. No,
yeah.
Like,
I want that. Give me that. I'ma have that.
It's mine.
If I was to, okay. All right. See, here's the thing you got to understand. The only reason why you have that championship now is because I've allowed it. The only reason why you're still breathing right now is because I've deemed it to be so. So the minute you start to step out your box, and the minute you start to step out your mind and understand that you about to come to me, understand the only reason why you're here is because I want you to, because you make me laugh. You entertain me right now. But the minute you stop being funny, the minute you stop entertaining me, the more you stop becoming a luxury and becoming more of a nuisance, it's over for you. You'll cease to exist. You will be nothing more than a ripple and a puddle next to your grave. This ain't no threat. This really ain't a promise. This has been foreshadowing for a very, very long time. Now, there's only one thing you got to do now. Is either you can go away either peacefully, you can go away screaming. But either way, you gonna go away.
First of all, my mama told me I was important. Okay, I always have needed. Thinking of you know that one brother gonna take it serious all the time. Yeah. I'm taking mama to you right now. Okay.
That was perfect. Classic, you got a kaiju coming your way. So I'm gonna need you to understand what a kaiju actually is. You know what I'm saying? For those that don't know Big Bad Kaiju, go ahead and explain to them what that is exactly.
So kaiju is a genre of monster film made famous by like Godzilla. King Kong is classified as that. And the summary of these movies is like this big monster shows up to kind of like wreak havoc on whatever unsuspecting town or whatever. Usually there's like this giant guardian kaiju that pops up and they battle, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes the good guy wins, sometimes the good guy loses. But it's kind of just like this monster superiority type like films. Most recently, like Pacific Rim. Yeah.
Yeah, I would know.
They're like a kaiju. Because even the robots, like the people are pilot, they're considered kaijus. So out of the entire dichotomy, there's a SAT word, of monsters in the world, I am one of the biggest, if not the baddest one of them all.
Okay, all right. I got a question then. Okay, we're gonna put these kaijus to the test. Let's see. All right.
Do you see this? Do you want to test this kaiju?
Okay, we got a triple threat. I want to see what the answer gonna be. We got a triple threat kaiju match going on right now, right? Like, okay. On one side you got Godzilla, right? Next side you got King Kong. The next corner. See if I can pop a kaiju. You got Reptar. Who's winning?
We all lose. We all lose on that, man. We all lose on that, man. I was hoping. Oh man,
You're about to die. He said, "Entertain him, damn it! You're going to die soon."
Who's coming out of that match?
I hope the meteor hits us.
Just destroys it all. Like, fuck it. Like,
wow, man. But here's the thing. So let's say we're going to go like a 6-man tag kaiju match right here, right? Well, let's go Godzilla. Let's go Mothra. Go Rodan. In corner number 2, we're going to go Mecha Godzilla. We're going to go King Kong. And then we're going to go Ultraman. And out of those, Ultraman team wins. Ultraman probably be the last one standing on that one.
Word. With a Big Bad Kaiju special guest referee, or are you interfering? Whose half are you interfering on?
Now, this is one of the few times I get to sit back and watch. I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna steal something.
You're gonna fight forever. Fight forever.
I'm still on that.
I'm still something from here. Oh man, but as I previously shown with this mask right here, like what was the idea around creating a face to the kaiju that you are?
Man, because it's, for me, it was more of just like a representation of like this. When I step on a battlefield, this is who I am. For me, it was always like I would rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener on a battlefield. You know, I enjoy my peace. I enjoy my calm. I enjoy my tranquility. But I am not naive enough to understand that the only way I got this peace and calm and tranquility is that I had to be very, very, very violent to get there. So if you are trying to disrupt my peace and my tranquility, then I have to be very, very, very violent again so I can get it back. And that mask is more a representation of my own violence, of just like, man, you have no idea how upset I am, but I'm going to show you. Like, you are going to feel how upset I am, because I'm still on top of my mountain. Not so like you can look at me, it's just so I can look upon everybody else. And if I ever come down off my mountain, I am going to fuck somebody up. Trouble. Yeah, I'm going to mess somebody up. Because then on the way back up, I have to collect myself, and I have to get and all. It takes a lot of work for me to get to the top of my mountain. So when I get there, I don't want to be bothered. I just want to chill. I just want to sit right here and I want to be calm. I want to be peaceful. But I know if I need to get off this mountain, though, I can and I will, because I'm coming right back to this mountain.
Yeah, like, this is my peace. This is where I want to be. If I gotta leave from here. Yeah,
and if you value your peace, you will leave me alone.
Yeah, you let me chill on top of my mountain.
That's it.
That's perfect. Yeah.
What?
That's the peace sign right there. That's one peace sign right there. Damn. Actually, I'm peaceful out here.
What was going on in that picture? That just fucked me up real quick.
He had to go to sleep. He had to go to sleep. He gave that one hell of a fight. But at the end of the day, he was like, "Nah, man, I'm not gonna. Me just beating you up ain't gonna get the last problem. I need to put you to sleep." And everybody didn't like me pulling to sleep. but I was gonna put him to sleep anyway. I let everybody else know that I don't care if you don't like that I put him to sleep.
Like, it's
He was
nap time.
tired.
You was
You can
tired.
see he was tired. Look how his legs just went blue by. See, he's tired.
He looked comfortable, like he's out. Like no disrespect, but you a lazy boy right now. You real comfortable. He like, yeah, I'm laid right now. Like this, what it is. Like,
he had to go take a nap though. He's that's A game, man. That kid's dope, man. He got hurt, man. He's gonna come back stronger than other men. I'm praying for him. Many blessings to him, man. But that's a dude you really gonna need to like be on the lookout for in the next coming months. That dude's gonna be a problem for a lot of people.
Definitely. So as we're in the talks of representation, because I feel you are a big person on representation. Like everything, it has to, mean something. You feel me? So I always wanted to ask this because when I see you have your insurance, or even when you're walking around, the beads around your neck. What is the importance and the meaning of those? Because I think that there's only certain, and I don't see that many with those on, especially that big. I feel there's a meaning behind those.
Yeah, man. So a lot of people want to call them battle beads. Man, for me, I call them. They're just my man. They're just, those are my prayer beads for me. But they really just like the weight that I have to put on my shoulders every single time it's time for me to wrestle. So over time, like they do get bigger and they do get whatever. They'll signify like little stuff here and there. But like, man, them things are legit. Them things are heavy. That's made of straight wood. That's not ain't plastic. No, man, that's sculpted like 55 millimeter wooden beads that come about like 10 pounds. And I put them on my neck for a reason because like that to me, that's the weight of the world. It's always on my shoulders. And regardless of how big, the world is, like the world that I know, everybody's got their own stuff, but the world that I know is heavy. The world that I have to carry is heavy. But when I step into that ring, man, it's one of the few times where like I don't have to have that weight on me. So when I get to wrestle, man, I'm free. So you want to fight me? Cool. I've been waiting to take this weight off for such a long time because now I'm free. Yeah. Now that I don't have to weight of the shoulder. I ain't got to weigh the world on my shoulders no more. Homie, we can go now.
You don't let the monster loose.
Once
I'm done, guess what goes back on my shoulders? The weight of my world goes right back on.
Oh, so literally, let me fight. My pleasure, because I've been waiting.
Yeah, my pleasure, because I can take the call.
Bro, it's coming. I don't even know if you knew what you asked for right now.
The weight of the world is what keeps me down. But as soon as I can take it off, man, I can go, I can move, I can run. Yeah, we in trouble now.
Oh, man.
Hey, Mac, you know what they say when Kaiju be coming?
Kaiju. Thanks for that pop. That made me feel good. Man, talk about representation, right? I mean, like we said, when we first came into the knowing of you, you were a part of a very, 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 very reputable team, very reputable group. People still talking about y'all till this day, and with much respect, they should be, and they will continue to be. STP, man, Shane Taylor Promotions. What did being a part of STP mean to you?
Man, it meant everything. Man, I'm not gonna say I don't get where I'm at now without him. I'm not where I'm at now this quickly without him. All four of those guys, man, those are my dudes. They can call me right now. I'll end this podcast right now. I'll pick up the phone for them. Like that's how deep that is. I gotta go. Like that's how deep that is, man. We still talk, we still goof off, we still ride, we still do whatever. Any chance we get to be around one another, like we're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I love those boys, and I really wouldn't want to go through Ring of Honor without them. Like even Khan and Moses, they came. We were a part of that last Ring of Honor dojo class.
Yeah,
we that last tryout we were part of. I remember it was the first time I met him. I was like, those boys got this. I like that. But they're great, man. Like I said, me and Ron talk all the time. Me and Shane talk all that. He's my little big brother. And it's just to be a part of the group just to have my name alongside with him, chance to wrestle with him and ride with him and travel and all this stuff, man, it's great. I mean, that stuff I keep with me forever.
If you can, one word association for each man in this picture, including yourself. We're gonna start with Ron and go around that way.
Mayweather.
Ooh.
Mayweather.
Moses.
Studious.
Okay. Khan.
Royalty.
Ooh.
True.
O'Shea.
Mean.
Shane Taylor.
Commander.
That's righteous. That's clippable and will be clipped. That's wonderful. Like, hopefully, if any of the bros called you right now, you could just say, "Hey, I'm on with the homies," and we could just shoot the link, and they could come here, so you wouldn't have to leave. but that's definitely respectable. Like, for real. Like, man, to just have a brothership of any kind in any element, but in the element of where your professions are, like, you can't trade that in for nothing.
Man, it's rare, especially in a business that doesn't celebrate it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, wrestling doesn't celebrate friendships. Wrestling sure as hell doesn't celebrate brotherhood. Not the way, if at all, if ever.
Yeah,
that's true.
The fact that, like, I have these, you know, those four, I know they're in my corner no matter what. You know, they're in my corner. Like, every time I see Khan on my TV screen, I hit him up, I'm like, yo, man, every time you get on my TV screen, man, you just look better and better.
Mm-hmm.
I celebrate them. I have no reason to ever hate on them. Why?
Yeah, why? Exactly.
You know, those are my dudes, man. They fought for me when they didn't have to. And because of that, I was like, I'll fight for y'all forever. You know what I'm saying? But once again, in a business that doesn't celebrate that type of stuff, so that I know what I got is rare. That's why now I walk around my head held high. I was like, man, I got something y'all ain't never had. Nothing y'all will never have, man. Like this wrestling, which is all I ever wanted.
Man, speaking of fighting forever, cheap plug, fight the game if you want to. AEW, you know what I'm saying? You got to share some of those special moments with your brothers, you know what I'm saying, here and there, mostly Moses with AEW Dark and things of that nature. Like, what was that experience all about? How'd that go?
Man, that was great, man. We just got to show what we already knew. That in a land of professionals, we were professional. We know the job. We know what we're here for. We know we're not bigger than the show. It ain't about us. We know we're here to do what we need to do, and hopefully you like us enough, you'll come back to us and you'll want us to do it again. Unfortunately, that phone call hasn't come yet, and that's perfectly fine. You know, hey man, this isn't my time yet, and that's perfectly fine with me. But yeah, man, just to be back there with everybody, which is great. We got a chance to all just cut up like we normally did, you know, and all got paid for it. Sweet.
Yeah. Got paid to hang with the homies. Always down for that.
Never you hang with the homies and you get fed. What's up, man? Hell yeah. But no, but it was fun. I wish we could do it again. I'll never turn down the opportunity to do it again. But like, it's never like I won't see him ever again. It's like, no, I'll see you again. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but I'll see you soon.
Yeah,
definitely. Oh, definitely. Those roads are gonna pass. Those crossroads are gonna cross for sure.
Of course,
for sure. And even when that last day at Final Battle came, I remember one of the last words, coming from STB was like, hey, we may not be together wherever we go, but we're all going to still be coming up together. And literally that's what y'all been doing since day one, like coming up together, like you said, we got Khan on AEW and Ring of Honor, really, you get Shane back Ring of Honor. Then we got O'Shea on MLW. And like I'm saying, like, look here. I'm seeing everybody on SCP on my TV screen. That's all I know. So I still take that as winning. You feel me?
Yeah, man. You can't stop it. You can delay it, but you can't stop it. Greatness will always find a way. And I always say before, man, you know what they say about greatness, man. Better late than never.
Yeah. Man, real. I'm gonna tag you on Mac.
Oh, word. Okay, so usually, and it feels odd to ask such a question. I mean, I know you still see a championship, but this is my personal championship. This is just for me. It's not nothing but I usually ask championship questions, but since the champ has the championship, it just
It's okay.
it's
It's okay.
odd.
Well, you always have that championship, so
It's odd.
you're
It's
always a
odd.
champion.
I mean, I'm a man of value, as you see all this royalty back here. You know what I'm saying? But man, speaking of championships, you've had quite a few, quite a few in your time. Like six-man tag championship here. You all interchange with that. Just championships. You missing a beard? What happened there? Championships. What has been the most special championship that you have worn, or that you have won, or that you have represented for?
The 6-man. Well, let me phrase that. There's two. The 6-man, more importantly, because that was the first time I did my first Ring of Honor pay-per-view. And one of the reasons why that's so special to me, because my dad was in the crowd. My dad got at my highest point. And that made me feel like that. I ain't gonna lie, I got in my feelings that day. I was in my feelings hard.
Feelings.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because I was like, hey, can I have a ticket for my dad? And I didn't, like I said, I was just a low man on totem pole. So for me, I was like, yeah, motherfucker, $100. Well,
did you know he was going to be there? Like it wasn't a Ricky Bobby mess, right? Like
he said
him out for him.
He said he was coming, but I'm like, if he did, I wouldn't have been mad at him if he didn't. Like, I understood it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I remember we was going through the match and doing this, that, and the other, and like, someone pulls me aside and goes, "Hey, O'Shea, your dad's here." Well, I didn't tell anybody my dad was coming. I just asked roll call, and somebody goes, he's like, "Yeah, your dad's here." I was like, "Well, I never told you what my dad looked like," and he kind of looked at me and goes, "Nah, man, that's your dad."
Your dad.
who he was as soon as he walked in the room. That's your dad.
What gave it away?
I look just like him.
Okay.
I look just like him. It's like, yeah, man. So I didn't know where he was in the crowd or whatever. So we do the match and have a great time. Go over, and the ref, he kind of pulls me aside. He goes, "Hey, your dad's in the crowd. Left a hard camp by the sport beam." And I was like, "Cool." He goes, "Just go over there and just." I'm letting you know where he is. So you go ahead and just go over there to him. Nobody was really feeding him anything. He just knew my dad was in the crowd. You know, they just kind of gave him the Iggy. My dad was in the crowd. Whatever. They told him where he was.
Right.
I didn't know they were filming. Whatever. So like, I roll out the ring, and my dad's like by the barricade. He's got this big grin, and he gives me like the biggest hug ever. And unbeknownst to me, they're filming. They're filming the whole thing. Commentary put it over. Like, O'Shea has in the crowd. I was like, "Yo, what do you know? I didn't tell you to do that. Like, what is that?"
They set you up for the Okie.
Yeah, for the Okie though. But it was cool though, because when I look back at it now, like, I can go back and watch it. And my dad got to see me wrestle at my high point. But man, my dad like a fan. They let him come in the back. He met everybody. He was marking out. He was like, "Oh, this is great. It's great." It was the first time I saw my dad be a nerd. It was awesome.
It warmed your heart.
Yeah, so the six man was like that. That was important. The other one was it's for a small promotion at the time called Pro Wrestling Ego out of Jackson. Out of Jackson. So it was one of the loops I was doing. I went out there. That thing's huge.
There's one right here with the line on it, right?
With the line on it, yeah. With the line. And so that was the first time. That was my first like singles heavyweight title. Like, I was the man. Like, it was the first time they say you're the man. And I won it in such a fashion because we did this big heel turn for it. And that's how I won it. And they gave him the microphone. It's like, "Hey man, like, get it out. Like, go for it." And I remember just like they had the music down. Everybody's like booing me. And I was like, this is the moment I want. Like, I want you guys to boo me so bad because I'm going to let you guys know about yourselves real quick. And for 90 seconds, I go on this tirade about like how I worked my butt off for this, not for you, but I did this for me. So all y'all look at me down your nose like you somebody, but look at me now. Like, I'm on the the world championship. And I'm like, this is my time now, and you ain't gotta like it, but I'll see you in 30 days. So I know y'all dumbasses are gonna buy a ticket and be right back in them seats again. And I just sit there and run my hand, and everybody upstairs, everybody in the locker room is dying laughing. They're eating this thing up, and I'm just letting these people know, like, you suck, you suck, you suck, you're cool. And I'm eating. And they let me go on this run. And right before I left to go to Ring of Honor, I put over the baby face, and I let them squash me. It's the funniest thing ever. So I come out there, and I just, it's one of those where I just talk shit. He just had a kid, so I talked about that. His wife, I talked about that too. And I remember looking at him, and I was like, "Who you are tonight?" I was like, "But what?" I was like, "I'm leaving here tonight. I'm bringing these titles to the Ring of Honor. You will see these on Ring of TV. You know why? Because I'm good enough to be there, and you ain't." And we start talking, and I look at him. I'm like, "Hey, I'm gonna get undressed and ring this bell. Spear the shit out of me, buddy, and pin me right in the ring." And dude looked at me like, "For real?" We called a match too. We already called a match. I'm like, "Hey, I'm telling you, just do it. Are you ready?" I was like, and he was like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm like, cool. And I slapped the shit out of him. I wanted him mad. And I go, "Don't you ring the bell." I was like, "Don't you ring the bell until I tell you to." I get undressed, I'm like, "Ring the bell." And as soon as I turn around, I eat a spear. And as soon as he hits me, I go, "Do it again." Hits me with another spear. I'm like, "Do it again." And he hits me with another one. And he pins me. He goes, "Thank you so much." I'm like, "Are you kidding me, buddy? You know how much you paid and I ain't do nothing? Congratulations." The place erupts, man. It was a tournament too. It was supposed to be like it's called the Great Southern Eight. But in the middle of the match was going to be like a world title change. And we pretty much shat on the whole tournament because no one gave a fuck anymore, because what they wanted to see happened. And just, it was right before intermission. I did it right before intermission so he could sell all of his stuff and make all his money. And I was going to just walk out of the back door. And so he wins, and I just lay there, and the ref's like, "Hey, are you going to get out?" I was like, "He just speared me 3 times, and he's in the championship thing. I'm not leaving until you get every single ref and every single security guard to come back here and slide me out this ring and drag me to the back." And he was okay. And so there's one picture, I don't have it anymore, of him in the middle of the ring with the titles in his hand, and I am just getting drugged back by security. I just laugh. I get changed. I get paid. I'm like, "All right, boys, I'm out of here." And I just hit the
You're a pro's pro. That's amazing.
Pro's pro.
That's perfect. That was perfect.
Like I never heard anybody like have so much of a ball taking an L and putting somebody over. Like,
man, because it was the right thing to do. I'm leaving the show. I found it.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, cool. And I make money. Cool. Yes. And you happy? I'm happy. You happy?
It's like perfection. I mean, we gonna get back to MLW before I tag in J Classic. I mean, but you know what I'm saying? You ain't nothing to play with, but you kind of something to play with.
Yeah.
I got those commissions for myself, man. I was like, I always wanted an action figure, and I got those commissioned for me. They came out great. I have one. One of my best friends in wrestling, Matt Griffin, who runs Actual Wrestling, and out in Tyrone, Georgia, which is a great spot. If you get down there, watch it. If you got IWTV, watch it there too. My mother has one, and then my father have one, and then one of my good friends from college, they got married, and they were big fans of mine since day one. So I don't have any of myself. I'm sorry. I gave them one as well.
So you just had these 4 made then?
Those 4, and that's it. Just for the people who always want. They say, "Hey, you get extra, you let me know I'm gonna get one." Like, you know what? I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna give them to you.
Yeah, that's
dope.
Gifts.
That's
gonna be worth something too. I'm telling you, because like that's like, oh, ain't nobody got this. What you mean?
Yeah, these are one of a kind. These are one of ones right here.
You ain't got this kaiju.
That's right.
Yeah. These some mini monsters right here. But I'm gonna tag you. I'm gonna tag you back in, champ, so you can hit this in MLW. Hey, I just got one request, and I'm gonna ask Alex this later on this week too. Can we get Micro Mini Man in the BOMAYE Fight Club? Like,
please. He is one of the people. He is. I'm like, he's a little people.
Just Micro Mini Man and Rolando Freeman, and I promise I won't ask for nobody. Well, no, Rolando Freeman's in NWA. Maybe we can bring him over to MLW.
You gotta talk that.
Go ahead, class.
Can you just see that little fist going? Okay, never mind. But man, let's just jump right into it, man. Like, so we talked about, you know, the vibe and the feeling of being in the Ring of Honor dojo. So I guess you say this the next level. So how was the vibe and feeling ever since you started MLW?
Man, it's been great, man. It's what I remember when I was at Ring of Honor. Nobody's there to like, oh, this is my show, this is my thing. No, everyone's here for the sake of the show. We want to put on the best show humanly possible. It's not about who's going under, who's going up. It's all about over. It's about the show. You know, everybody time in the sun will come. It's just you got to process. The process is great. Promotion's great. The production's amazing. Like I said, it's where I want to be. You know, it's where I want to be. It's where I feel I can thrive. I'm glad I'm there. I can't wait to kind of sink my teeth into what they got for me, and then really put out a body of work that really moves some people.
Okay, so the call comes in that you're getting drafted. What was Kaiju? What was your mindset when you finally get that call?
Oh, brother, you kidding me? Listen, there ain't no story. I was sitting on the sofa with my wife watching TV.
There you go.
Call me and tell me. My professional wrestler and my private life are two different sides of the same spectrum. I got an email and I got a phone call, and it's like, congratulations. I was like, thank you. It's like, we're happy to have you. We're gonna do some great things with you. I'm like, that's no problem. By the way, it's 8:00. Can we talk about this tomorrow? I'm sitting with my wife. They were like, absolutely, we'll talk tomorrow. And that was it. That was it. And my wife was like, what was that? I was like, I just got picked up at MLW. She's like, oh, okay, cool. That's great. You don't seem excited. I'm like, I'm watching the show right now. We'll do this later. And we did. We celebrate later. But right now, I was like, I'm with you. I ain't trying to hear nothing else. I'm with you.
Yeah, it's us time. It's me time. It's about us right now.
I take us time very, very seriously.
Yeah, that's respectable. That's respectable. Okay, so like Alex Kane, you know what I'm saying? When he came on board to MLW 2 years ago, he had a list of things and a list of accomplishments. And I just want to ask you right here, right now, what's on your list of accomplishments as far as MLW is concerned?
I want to travel. I want to wrestle internationally again.
Okay.
I want to travel internationally with the MLW brand on me. I want to wrestle just in general, or just under MLW? Because
just under MLW, because we know in general that's going to open up a whole nother can of worms.
I don't think we got enough time for the podcast. I want to wrestle like the best. You know, I consider myself one of a very, very, very good professional wrestler. I'm not gonna call myself the greatest professional wrestler, but it's like I'm very, very good at what I do. I'm very proficient at what I do. I think in the class of heavyweight wrestlers, I fit that mold very well, and I do believe like my body of work really stands up. Like that can consider myself one of the best. And if I'm going to be one of the best, I need to wrestle the absolute best at all times. And that's what I want to do with MLW. I don't want to be just some dude. I just show up. No, I'm trying to be one of your best. I want to be like, you put me on that poster, I will sell that show out. When my music hits, that place will cheer. When that bell rings, people are about to see what I do. I create art. And that's what I want to do with MLW. That's my list.
What does it mean to be a part of the BOMAYE Fight Club?
Man, it's like it was like when I got up with STP. I'm a part of something. It's bigger than me. And the only way, if my presence alone can uplift the BOMAYE Fight Club, then I come with it. If my value, multiplies the value of BOMAYE Fight Club, And guess what? So does my tide raises all ships. So while I can easily win by myself, I can. It might take me a little longer, might be a little harder. But if I can get with a group of individuals who have the same mindset, the same drive, the same really, the general philosophy of what we're trying to do, but we can get there in half the time, homie, why don't do that? Because if I can get to where I need to be in half the time, now I have that much more time to be in the sunlight.
So we cool with Jay Bougie. We straight enough.
But we've been cool. That's business, man. That's business. Actually, after that show, I pulled him aside and I was like, this was no disrespect to anybody else. I said, but it's going to be you. I thought his face. I'm like, it's going to be you. It's going to be you. And I can uplift somebody without tearing everybody else down.
Yeah,
and that's what I did. I'm like, everybody else got their role and they play it very well. But if it's out of the four, if it's going to be anybody, it's going to be you. Not saying it ain't going to be them.
Yeah,
right.
But it will be you.
It's for sure you.
It's for sure you. And I told you, the course, you have to really just kind of get a good idea of like, what you're doing, and don't let anybody like deter you off of it. If you believe it works, then you need to stick to it. You need to put your foot down if somebody ever tries to make you change directions, because you know it works. And then it did. And he was beside himself. And I'm like, what you beside yourself for? I told you it was going to be you. Out of everybody, it would be you. I told you would be here. So what you tripping for? You had 2 years to prepare to be right here. Come on. I expect you to be here. Like, that's why I'm like, I'm not gonna throw some parade for you. I expected you to be here.
Yeah. I mean, that's our bro. That's our guy. That's our guy. Cool kid. You know what I'm saying? Talented kid. Talented. Speaking of putting people over, though, and speaking of BOMAYE Fight Club, and we just go ahead and throw it in, because when we see these images of people surrounding Alex Kane in celebration, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about everybody else, but we see familiar faces. You know what I'm saying? And one of those familiar faces, also outside of Jay Bougie, was Ruthless Lala. And talking about putting people over, how fun was it to put her over in the match that you guys had?
Man, she's a blast. She's a blast. I was happy for her when she got a chance to go to Europe. Like kind of see a lot of half the world. We talked a bunch during that trip. She was asking me like what to expect and everything, and I had to tell her, like, don't be like them. That's not what got you there. What got you there is being you. So be unapologetically you. Don't be an asshole, but just be you. I'm like, just do what you got to do. It takes care of itself, and that's what she did. She had a great time. Wealth of knowledge was got better, which is awesome. That's all you ever want for people, is get better. Even all I want to do, I want Key to get better. So I'm like super proud of her. Super proud of where she's going to go, what she wants to do. It's just one of them things. I'm like, when the opportunity is right for her, it's going to happen. It's just it runs their different race. So like, you can't measure yourself up by somebody else's success.
Yeah. Definitely.
And another thing is too, like, y'all had a hell of a match. Which pretty much showed, like, I showed my wife that match, and the first thing she said was, he just picked her up like that? So clearly, anybody can get these hands. So let's talk about how you feel about intergender matches. Like, are you cool with as many, or what's your mindset on it?
I don't mind them. They have like anything else. They have a place. Anything else, they have a niche. Anywhere else, I'm saying, I'm never going to discount a genre of wrestling, and doesn't take away any value, doesn't take away any validity of the art that's being created. My biggest thing, my only phrasing will always been like, just make it make sense. I'll watch it. Make it make sense. Yeah. And if you can make it make sense, I'll watch damn near anything.
Rock with it. So man, it's so much. On your list, is Calvin Tankman on your list of people that you got to get back on? You know what I'm saying?
We've done that dance a number of times.
Yeah.
We've done that dance like 4 or 5 times already.
Yeah.
It's not a level of get back. I just always want to get at Calvin Tankman.
I was like, I got to throw Tankman in there real quick to see if it's gonna be some get at her right there. You know?
Yeah.
I was about to say it fits too, because Alex already got Crybaby taking his face on the whole shirt. So I'm like, hey, well, it just fits. It's a whole BOMAYE week. Why not? But speaking of, go ahead.
What? No, you got it.
Speaking of, I was still talking about relationships. When did the relationship between you and Alex Kane start? It started before MLW, correct?
And way before that. It started before I left to go to Ring of Honor. When he was in WWE 4 getting trained with AR Fox and everybody. I remember the first time I saw him, I looked to one promoter, I'm like, yo, that kid's gonna be a problem for somebody. I was like, I don't look behind me very often, but when I do, I see him. I see him fast. Then we got a chance to work, I think 2021 or something like that. And like I said, I knew it. I was like, yo, man, it's you. It's you, man. It was always going to be you. I just had to see it for myself.
It's undeniable.
Yeah, man. And like I said, it's one of the things I'm like, if you know, you know. If you have seen him and you have like watched him, and I tell people something, get your feelings, get your personal biases, like watch him. He's got it.
That part.
Look, he might be this. I was like, but you can't deny it. Everything else, as I said, and everybody's behind him, and I absolutely love it.
Man, I'll never forget, cause like you said, like when you see it, you see it. Like, as we talk about, 2 years ago, like that's when we first, ever, just talked to Alex Kane. And I remember it was literally right, I say 2 weeks before the draft. And that was our first ever interview. That was my first ever time asking anybody to interview. And at first, a lot of people were like, well, why did you go, for, like I said, the shows that's on TV? I'm like, no, I see this guy, and this is about to be something. He's about to be a problem in this business, and it means something. And it means something to see a guy from, like, I don't want to say the ground level, but just it's different when you see the guy, like, y'all remember this guy from day one. It's different when it's a day one guy. It's like, oh man, I remember this dude when he was just like knee high to a grasshopper, and and you see him come through the ranks, and then you see him become a world champion. Yo, it's a great feeling because you know what that dude has been through, because you watched it. You watched him grow. Right, definitely did, man. Like that's been the most exciting thing. Being able to be with the person, not just seeing it, but then being able to be with them through the journey to grow, And that seems like that's been through your life. Like it seems like that's been the same I can say storyline through your life. Has been brotherhood. You got STP. You had had your trainers. So how does it feel like being able to see that that brotherhood through our wrestling, which some people don't see. Some people have a different view. Like you said, everybody have different lenses. So, how does it feel, actually seeing, okay, not even just that, I have people that see something in me, but, I see other brothers like me, in this, we come together.
Yeah. It feels good because it's what in wrestling. Don't get me wrong, man. I love the Nation Domination. I thought Nation Domination was fucking great. To me, it was the best thing smoking. I was like, but I'm more than just an angry black man. I'm so much more than that. I have different tastes. I have different, dreams and goals all the damn time. I can be angry, but like that, I'm more fat. That needs to be shown. That needs to be shown. We're not just, we're just not. Yeah, I'm not some mindless savage. Like, it's like I can speak eloquently. You know what I'm saying? I can cut you down and build you up in the same sentence if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, you come across this line, homie, I'll chop you in the throat. Like, I'll let you have it. But it's just like I said, it's just one of those things, man, where like it's great when you can see, man, we see black people come together.
Let's run that back real quick. I think you went back out and you came back in. What was the last thing you said?
I love it when black folks succeed.
Nah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We definitely did catch that. Yeah, we catch
Yeah.
our clip for sure.
It's a great thing.
Yeah.
It's a great thing.
But
Jumping off wrestling just for a quick second. I mean, I got some dilemmas within myself that I need to express just a little bit. I'm just a little
oh, you got
salty.
dilemmas?
Yeah, just a little salty. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a Rams
Listen to
fan.
Millie?
You know what I'm saying? I'm a Rams fan. Are you a Ravens fan
I
by any
am.
chance? Yes.
It's 96. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
It's Benny Testa
Alright.
Virtual Center, the product Coral Gables. Yes, sir.
Okay. I feel it. Can we get OJ? Can we get OBJ back, please? Like, yeah.
No, you cannot.
Can we? Can you thank us for him at least or
Well,
something? No, not even that. I ain't even gonna lie. He's on my radar for fantasy football this year. Lamar Jackson is on my radar as well. I ain't got no beef with y'all like that, but I feel like y'all gonna do real well with that combination right there. It's gonna be nice.
Hey, bro. He even low key got extra luck because he's a Ravens fan and he works with Raven. See how that works? See how just the universe is going see how that works?
Yeah. Shut up.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Are you excited for football this season? Because I know last season it must have sucked for you. I mean, it sucked for us too.
But you understand, we got like 2 or 3 more weeks, and this is the last weekend without football until March.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited.
So amped.
I love it. I'm such a college football head. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
It's gonna be plenty of it.
I'm gonna get Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday football. I'm here for it.
Somebody's a Packers fan. You got something for that? Yeah, exactly.
If I'd have a response, you'd be all right.
I like cheese sometimes on the sandwich.
Okay. But yeah, man, I'm excited for football. I never thought that I would love football the way that I love football now. Like, oh man, it just weeded out all the other sports and just brought a special different type of feeling to me, especially like going to the games all the time and things of that nature, like withstanding losing seasons and then seeing a championship win season, you know what I'm saying, since my first year of being a football fan when I was rocking with St. Louis and everything. It's just a good feeling. Man, I know we don't, but I hope we do play at some time. Yep. Hope we do play sometime soon, because I would love to come back out to your neck of the woods and experience some more of that Maryland. It was pretty cool, pretty good. Let's see. See if I pretty much hit everything on my list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Champ, you got anything in closing for Mr. Big Bad Kaiju?
You know, just in closing, you know, we just usually see, man. Darn kid. We just usually ask, man, just what is, you know, what is the main goal for O'Shea, for the Big Kaiju? What is the main goal when it's all said and done that you know want to accomplish?
Well, when it comes to wrestling business, it's designed to do one thing: make money. If it doesn't make money, it's called a charity. Last time I checked, UNICEF's not right on top of my forehead. Neither, you know, so I'm here to make money. First and foremost, I'm here to make money. But 2, man, I'm trying to have like as much fun as possible. It's supposed to be fun. If it ain't fun, why are you doing it? You know, like that's stupid. Why do something you don't want to do if it's not fun? Like, I don't get it. It makes you miserable, and I don't want to be around you. I for goals like that, make money, have fun. I want to see as many places as I can. I want to bring my wife with me so she can see all the cool places I get to go to just for the sake of like wrestling. I want to see the world again just for the sake of wrestling. And I want to be on everybody's TV again just for the sake of wrestling.
Most definitely. Hey man, that's perfect, man. That is perfect. And we look forward to seeing you on more of our TV.
Yeah.
You know, every day.
Speaking of wrestling and speaking of TV, go ahead and plug Major League Wrestling and tell them where they can find you at on that platform.
Man, you can find me on Twitter at Big Bad Kaiju, Instagram, and TikTok, kinda on the same thing, like Big Bad Kaiju. And once you see the big bald black guy, yeah, you know who it is. Like there's not a lot of us out there. You could probably find me on Facebook, but chances are I'm not going to accept your friend request just because I'm not. It's Facebook. Come on. I don't need everybody DM me and stuff like that. And don't DM me. Please don't. Like, I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to see it. And even if I do, I'm not going to respond. I hate media. The only reason why I'm on it right now is simply because of wrestling. The day I quit wrestling to nuke my social media, tell everybody about themselves. I
see. You're muted. There you go.
Why was I muted?
I have no idea.
All right. I feel like that's bullshit coming off, but it's good. But man, O'Shea, man, thank you for joining us, man. We always appreciate you, man. Any words that you want to have, Matt, before we get on out of here?
Nah, I'm good. I don't want no monster coming after me. You know what I'm saying? It'll sound like how your background sounds. Just
quick before we get out of here. Very, very important. It's easy to get on social media, and it's real easy. It goes, you like this person, and you support this, and you support that. But like I said before, man, wrestling is a business, and wrestling and businesses only go where the money is, which means wherever you spend your money, that's what they're gonna put on TV. So you got to start putting your money where your mouth is. Just saying we cool hashtag don't do nothing for us, nobody. You vote with your money. So you can't say you support one thing and then get mad something else on TV where that's where your money going. Understand that. It's like, don't blame the promotions. Don't blame the other wrestlers. Like, look at yourselves first. Are you putting your money where your mouth is? Because if you ain't, and this is what you get on TV, the only person you got to blame is yourself.
Is yourself. Speaking of making money, not only can you follow O'Shea Edwards on Twitter, on TikTok, on Instagram, as you see down below, but you know how it goes. There's a link in the description. Click that link, get you some Big Bad Kaiju merch. You know what I'm saying? Make that happen, as well as click our other links for PCW Ultra, Jimmy's World Order, you know what I'm saying, Defy, Enjoy, We Watch Wrestling, you know what I'm saying, all that. Get you some Smart Psychology merchandise, you know what I'm saying. Check out our other interviews, including the man that we're going to have on in another day or so, 2 days, Wednesday. You can check out our first drop in with him, Alex Kane, you know what I'm saying. It's BOMAYE week. It's BOMAYE week. We appreciate you, O'Shea Edwards, Big Bad Kaiju. You already know this is a home to you, for you. So whenever you're ready, however you're ready, your boys is ready. We appreciate you. We thank you. Red cups up to you. You know what I'm saying? Red cups up to y'all. Tune back in for the next episode on Wednesday. Smart Psychology Podcast. This has been the Big Bad Kaiju. O'Shea Edwards. I have been the Value King McMillie. He has been the champion. J to the K to the L to the L A SSICK. We have been Smart Psychology Podcast. Hey, tune in to the next episode. You already know how it's going down.
We out.